fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose of the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, they like if you feel it. Picking the players, they all never time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch, no toast allowed, just supposed to live. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big, don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go, we about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Hello there.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back, everyone. It is Just Cash coming at you on a Friday. We're here talking about our, I believe this is actually our last slate, yeah?
Well, what do we got? We got 2 games here for the men coming up, and then we got 2 more for the women, right? The day after?
Yeah, so Saturday will be for the fellas, and then was it Sunday for the ladies?
Yeah.
Playing out for our gold medal and then bronze medal game as well. But before we hop into it, let's do our usual spiel. So you guys, as always, joined by Underrated. How you doing, man? Pretty solid day so far?
Yeah, I'm having fun, man. We're back in the business. We're back in the swing of things. We figured out this Olympic bullshit. They try to get us for a couple days straight, get us out of our element a little bit, but we figure out ways, as we always do, to prevail on their punk asses and just make changes when we need to, make little adjustments, and keep killing them where we already were killing them. Their second half is still easy as fuck, and we're going to continue smacking them up. So come to the Discord if you like making money and having fun.
Yep. Exactly. Love to hear it, man. All right, y'all. Do us a huge favor. Y'all been wonderful to us, and hitting that like and subscribe button. Make sure you sub so you don't miss out whenever we do go live for these streams. And that like button really goes a long way. You guys have no idea. So y'all have been wonderful about that thus far, and we always appreciate it. So I think tomorrow we unfortunately are not going to be streaming just because it is Saturday. We have taken most of those days off. I do have a little bit of stuff going on, so this will be our last Olympic stream at least, but it's been a really solid one. I will say we had a couple weird days, and we've had a lot of just strange stuff going on. Players getting hurt, finally coming to see, and now we're towards the end here, which France has got that voodoo on everyone right now. What's up with that?
I don't know. I kind of felt like France had a decent shot the whole time. They felt solid, to be real. I didn't think they were. I can't say, oh yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Can't say that, but I can't say I'm surprised either. I really felt like they something about them. I don't know. Is it because they're in Paris? I don't know. But they both have good defense, it seems like, and it helps them.
Yes, 100%. And I will, for sure give France that credit. They've been really solid on defense, and it's really just been more, the story of the tournament so far is just teams can't close on them. And however that case is played out, between teams just kind of fumbling the ball at the end and missing opportunities to, we've had today with the ladies, they clutched it up for France. And even though it did go into overtime, but they got business done and were able to pull off the dub there. So it's definitely a Cinderella story. I love to see, in Paris this year, and then having both France teams playing in the final against USA in the final, even better. So
Yeah.
it's a great time for basketball. Yeah.
And I love seeing Gabby get there too, and being the star of the team. Let's go, Gabby.
Yeah, 100%. And also shout out to Gabby. She chose to stay this year overseas, and they really put all their eggs in this basket to try and ramp up for this particular Olympic event. So, obviously it only happens once every 4 years, but for her, she had the option of just being able to stay over there, play in the French and European League during the off season, or during this downtime, basically whenever the WNBA is going on. And their team, this is a big win for them. I mean, honestly, they've had a really solid track record. France, just in general, for the last Olympics, they've made medal appearances basically for the last 3 Olympics, and it's just really solid to see. That bodes really well for that basketball franchise over there, and love to see the European players get after it, man. I don't think they give enough credit, and people just don't understand like how competitive it also is over there. So it's been fun basketball, gotta say, overall.
It really has. I know we got in a little bit of a funk a few days ago, but overall, yeah, like you said, overall, this has actually been way more entertaining than any, I at least for me, any Olympics, and paying more attention to all the players and watching all the teams. It's been a lot of fun. And that USA game, wowee, that was good yesterday. And
yeah,
a lot of them are good. But yeah, that one was crazy.
Oh, absolute nail biter. That is one of the games that will definitely be looked back for many, many years to come. So thankfully we didn't lose, because that would have been quite unfortunate. But now, side news, I should say, the buzz upon the Twitter sphere right now in the sporting world is apparently now Katie is supposed to get the start for this finals game, and will be playing over Drew Holiday. So something to keep an eye out for, and we'll talk about a little bit of that more moving forward. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, honestly, I was looking at it before I even saw the news, and then I looked down at the Discord, and I forget who. I think it was Wet. I'm not sure. Somebody put in Katie was starting for Holiday, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go play this over," because I was already contemplating that. And I don't think they moved the line since, and it's still sitting on Underdog at 13.5. So I think that's the spot. I put a little bit on that. I want people to get that in. I'm glad we're streaming now, because I feel like that's gonna bump. I see that. There it is. Oh, never mind. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, hey guys. Hey, this is just another reason why, if you're not in the Discord, that's the spot. We just posted 13.5 about an hour ago, and it's now 15.5, and that's huge. You guys know. Guys been betting long enough to understand that 2 points is huge. So there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
And if we didn't mention it, also links down below for you guys. Still running that 7-day free trial for the Discord through the Patreon service. It's definitely been worth it. Make sure you guys hop in, check it out for 7 days. I mean, granted, this is the last day for the Olympics over these last two days here for the weekend, but still, make sure you hop in there. I mean, that live betting action, again, cannot speak enough about it. Like, that has been so amazing for these games.
Yes, it has. It really has. And the best part is it's going to continue on through WNBA. I will say the Olympics are probably even a little easier, though, because there's players they don't know about, and then we watch what happens, and the coaches are still working stuff out. They just leave the second half stuff up for us, and it's been some easy wins for sure. And nothing better than easy wins when we're betting, because we know betting's not easy. So it's great when we find some easy ones.
Exactly. Well, I guess, do we have any questions, comments so far you want to hop to?
Let's look. We got the man, Andre Simon, is here again. He says, "Family, let's eat, baby." He says he needs the top 2 plays, and I think yesterday the top 2 plays we had hit. They were the Antonia under and the Ezzy under, right?
Yeah. Man, honestly, a lot of our plays were really solid yesterday. So we had both of those plays. We got the super early value on Antonia. She actually ended up moving to 11.5 points, right? Like 30 minutes right before lock. So really good value there. Ezzy, so free, unbelievably free. And if you guys were listening to the stream too, and some of the plays that we actually took out of the queue as well hit. So Talbot under whatever, we had that. I was really high on the point at 7.5. She is hurt, so that's going to be something to potentially keep an eye out for. She did not play the second half of the game today. And we had a couple other plays too. Battiang, Alana stayed under points. Battiang, she stayed under her PR. Yes, I know Emma got us, but that was literal overtime and a 3-ball at the end. That just sucked. So that part is what it is. But we had it at least there in regulation. And apparently, if you guys didn't know, Underdog is scoring second half for the Olympics. They're counting overtime. We had a few unfortunate stinkers with that today. So if you did not know, they do count overtime.
Which makes no sense, considering they don't count all the other sports. But for some reason in the Olympics, they do. Go figure.
Yeah. So, that part kind of is what it is, but we had a lot of really solid unders. I know some plays for the overs did unfortunately bust out on us, like Asia. She did not come back that entire fourth quarter and late into the third quarter, but also the what was the other one? Oh, Sammy. Same thing. I mean, she kind of didn't play at all deep into the game. They just kind of waved the white flag and ran a lot of the just random bench unit players. So stuff like that's going to happen. Again, hopefully we talked to a lot of people off of a lot of different plays from USA, because I know the field was feeling some pain. So two major plays that we definitely faded. One, Brianna Stewart's PRA that hooked by 0.5, and I know some people were pissed. Two, Brittany Griner, who did absolutely nothing, did not play like we predicted. And three, the only reason that Feezy even went over is because of the fact that Asia never came back in the game, and she came in and scored one random garbage bucket, and that was it. And shot, I said she had to shoot about 60%, and she shot 57%. So, yeah, I mean, just weird stuff like that's going to happen with USA, and it's so strange, but it's kind of a product of the game. We laugh about it all the time, like, just out of curiosity, let's go over here and look at the popular plays. That number one trend of this face value, this is always going to be the same thing. People just gravitate towards known players, and it's always these ones that all that juice is coming in for the over, and you just got to wait to take it under.
I'm in shock.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy when you say things like that.
Yup. We got a couple of different interesting plays today. I think we need to hunt for a couple more unders, to be honest, in this last game. So we're going to circle back to a couple of plays, but I think you and I both like these two plays a little bit here for early leans. Now, I'll be totally honest with you guys. They dropped the women's board super early, like way earlier than expected. So we haven't had time to actually do a deep dive into that. I think it's only been up for like an hour and a half, 2 hours now. But how'd you feel about Big Yabu? He came through for us this last game on the points, but
Yabaseli.
I do have him up to, he's up to 13 now. So I don't know if I want to chase that one more time.
No, I don't, because there is a scenario or a chance that they play Rudy more. I know it sounds silly, but I don't know. I just feel like there is a chance at that, considering it's the last game and maybe they need Rudy against the U.S. I don't know, but I wouldn't be so 110% sure that he's going to get his 30 minutes. But if he does, that 4.5 rebounds looks pretty nice. I wouldn't mess with those points though so high. I think it was 13.5 earlier, and actually I know it was 13.5 on Underdog earlier. Bumped down to 13. So yeah, I'm a little worried about his minutes, to be real with you. But
Yeah.
we are betting like we were betting, like you said. These are degen bets. It's hard to say 100% on anything, which is real life anyways. But there's more of a chance that he doesn't play the minutes to feel so secure as wanting points and rebounds as two different plays.
Yeah. I mean, if they offered Yabusele's PR, I would definitely have a lot of interest in that. But one thing with him, he has obviously seen an increase in his minutes, but we haven't seen that real substantial jump for like an unhinged amount of minutes. So with really France as a whole, I mean, they've been running a pretty, tighter rotation. I mean, it's basically just Batum. We have Batum, Isaiah. They do a lot with obviously Wemby, and then Fournier is playing quite a bit. But I mean, outside of that, they are starting him, and I would be really shocked if Rudy started. I think maybe Rudy plays more minutes in general, but him not playing over 30 minutes, that still just leaves that kind of backdoor opportunity for one of the other players to play better and could steal minutes from him. That always just is unfortunately going to be a thing. But he's been killing the glass. I'll definitely give him credit for that. I mean, this 4.5 rebounds I think is very appealing. And if he plays closer to 30 minutes, I mean, this would be super free, especially with the pace that USA is going to put up. But one thing I do like about it, at least, is I think his area of opportunity is going to be pretty solid now, especially with us knowing that KD is going to be assuming KD is going to be in the starting unit. But now, with that being said, he's probably going to see a lot of KD. How does that make you feel?
Really, I just need the 30 minutes and I'll be happy. If he gets 30 minutes, he's getting those rebounds. I shouldn't say he is for sure, but I have a sneaky suspicion. That's a good play if he gets 30 minutes for 4.5 rebounds, I'd say. 13 points? Nah. I don't know. I mean, he could, but I'd rather take the rebounds. Like you said, though, if they give us his PR, that's probably even more fun, depending on what line they give us.
Oh, yeah. PR would definitely be more of an ideal spot here. I mean, yeah, it's just a minutes, I think even just to err on the side of caution for safety. So 2 things happened last game that we need to take note of. One, he fouled out, which I think is a very substantial thing. Obviously, he's not going to play his full allotment of minutes. So he did end with 26, and I think still just based off of this last game with seeing his increased minutes, I mean, he should basically run out. I mean, he should be good for, barring foul trouble, like a solid 30 minutes again, I would think. And even if he doesn't, okay, so let's play devil's advocate here. He has a slight bit of fouls along the way, so he doesn't get the full run. Even at high 27, 28 minutes here.
Up.
I mean, I gotta.
Hey, update.
Huh.
Guess what? You're gonna be happy. Go look at Underdog real quick. I want to see it. I want to see how happy you get. Go scroll all the way to the bottom and click on Yabusele more picks and go down there a little bit. Whoop down. Whoop. Look at it. There it is.
Look
there
at that
it is.
sneaky PR. Go on and come up here, big guy.
And it's actually great value. They didn't add anything to it, so I like that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Now I wonder if did PrizePicks put the hand in the cookie jar and get it slapped from one day of giving us the PR, the PA, and all that stuff, and we're just not going to get it back?
I don't know. I feel like they're probably going to give it back because it's the final games. Just like they threw turnovers up there, but we'll see. Hopefully they give it to us. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, so I really like that play then. Okay, we're gonna shuffle a couple of plays around here then. Because I mean, this for just its face value, I think is really solid. Let's see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what can you look on there for it? That's always interesting too.
And these teams like to get up against USA. While I look at this, do you want to go through some questions? See, the old comments are starting to get up there.
Yeah, we can do it. We can go back to that, but I would say for his 2 favorite plays, what are you thinking? And also, is he on? I guess we're not to 2 favorite plays at this point. We're just kind of looking through still, figuring out the best ones. But those ones on the board we're feeling a little bit, but they all have their negatives, so it's interesting. It's nothing crazy right now, I don't think. I feel like we'll figure it out as we go. So let's just move along here. Danny C says, let's fucking go. Hello, sir. Oh, and I missed Ian. Ian's number one. Ian, you're number one today, bro. You're number one today, bro. Let me give it to you.
Oh, real fast?
Uh-huh.
We are getting pretty amazing odds on these, I will say. So Joker is like minus almost 190 for under 1.5 threes.
Ooh, let's lock that in.
He has not hit. Yeah, he has not hit this all tournament. He just went 0 of 6, and Germany's again really stout inside the paint, but really stout against opposing bigs. And I think he's going to do better work down low. So the fact that he hasn't hit this at least all tournament, very appealing, and this is a really nice payout.
Yeah,
and then Yabu was minus 122 right now, which I think people will definitely have interest in.
Okay, let's lock those two in. Yeah, I think so. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, for 2.4x, I definitely don't mind this. Was there anything else that really stood out to you that was still currently on the board? I know they keep moving stuff.
On Underdog.
Yeah, or at least right here for now.
Well, now that they took Durant from us, that was so fun. Let me see, actually, to tell you the truth, I think, I'm looking here, I think they might have, oh, they didn't. Oh, I guess they're giving us slight discount here. How many assists do you think he's going to get? Because I don't think they moved that quite yet.
Who he?
Oh wait, they fucked up. Look at that. Look at Durant. It's 15.5, but then the 14.5 is still the same payout.
How is it?
Yeah, but not saying I really love 14.5. We had 13.5 already, but look, if you go down, the PA is 16.5, the PR is 18.5. I don't mind that either. And the PRA even is where was that at? Did they
20.
just take it? 20. Any of those, I mean, they're decent. I think they're better than having to stick with the 15.5 points. Oh, they just moved the 14.5 to 0.85. There you go. Right in front of you.
How did it?
Yeah. I think. Oh no, I'm looking at LeBron. My bad. I don't know. One of those Durant plays, possibly. I feel kind of shitty, though, because we already got the 13.5 in the Discord. So, sucks going backwards. But, I mean, you like that Joker play a lot. We might as well lock those in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do quite a bit. If you want to spice it up, I think you could totally throw in this Daniel Tice at 5.5 rebounds. He also, I think, is a very interesting play here on PrizePicks at 7 flat. They did open him at 7.5, and then they did bump him down. So, you know, I think the 7.5 was kind of pushing it, but he's been really solid. A couple things for him. He has not been getting into foul trouble, first off, which I think is very appealing. And the fact that he's even averaging 8 rebounds as a whole, I mean, he's only missed this line one time. So I think pretty solid push factor here. I mean, he's playing pretty heavy minutes too, and obviously he's going to be out there needed for Joker. Assuming Franz still is getting in foul trouble too, could tip us into a couple more extra minutes like we see here. And I mean, the fact that Joker is living at the free throw line, you know, who's going to be snagging that second free throw if he misses? It's going to be typically one of the centers. So just a slight nudge, I think, in favor for him for that prop in particular.
Okay. Sounds good. Do we want to lock in that 2 pick, or do you want to add Tice? I'm a tiny bit worried about Tice's 6. I know he should get there, but I don't want him to mess up our other plays. How do you feel about that?
Let's lock it in. If you want to do me a huge solid and post that in the Discord, again, links down below. Make sure you guys checking it out, getting that 7-day free trial, make you a happy new home here with the fam. And let me talk about old Jay Milbourne here real fast.
Yeah. Do that. I'll post this. There you go. Get it.
Okay. So you guys did hear my take on Tice. So if you guys want to hop on this for PrizePicks, I think he's actually going to go back the other direction to 7.5. But Jade Milbourne, let's talk about her real fast. She does play on Sunday, so please do keep that in mind. One thing about her though is she's been playing still really solid minutes for the team, and I think that she will continue to. Now there is also upswing potential in minutes here for a couple reasons. One, I believe Steph Talbot, there is actually a chance that she could sit this game, and just with that in its own right could free up and that obviously extra spot on the starting five. But one of the bench players like Tess Magden is probably going to come in and start, and whenever they make their first subs, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for her to really get these buckets. And I mean, her field goal volume has been double digit for most of these games anyways, and she shoots a lot of threes. So, I mean, essentially, we just need an average outing from her just to hit her 2 threes and then find that extra bucket in there. This for sure is going to 8. Might be a little bit more sketchy after that, but for 7.5, I mean, we're essentially just needing 3 buckets. So, need her to shoot roughly right around 35% from the field, and I think we get there, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna take Tice off right now. We're gonna leave up Yabusele here because I believe this guy is gonna stay out of foul trouble. He's gonna play closer to 30 minutes, and we're gonna get 6 rebounds.
I like it. Let's lock that 2 pick in also. Although that is going Yabusele to the grave.
It is, but you know, he's been I think one of their biggest bright spots so far, and the coach is fully trusting in him. I mean, the fact that they bench Rudy and then give him extra minutes, I mean, this coach is all in on him. So either he's going to flop and it's going to be big Rudy moments, or he's going to go out and play 30 minutes again.
All right, cool. So I'm going to lock that 2 pick in, and then I'll put that in the Discord too, and I'll just add a little disclaimer that says play the 2 plays not too high here, half units, because we don't want to lose 2 bets on Yabu at the same time, depending on what happens with him.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Or I mean, if you just want to even do a half unit on this one, you know, totally get that. We could half Jade out with something else.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that works actually. I'll just say this is I'll make this big enough. Hopefully people will get that. You know how people are though. What? I just saw it behind you, so fuck it. Locked it in. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to communicate exactly how we're trying to feel with me and you can communicate, but we can't expect everyone to understand what we're talking about the whole time. So it's understandable. But I'm going to try to write that in the Discord. Half unit.
Yeah. And again, you know, we haven't done that much of a deep dive yet into the women's slate, so I'm not going to have too much, or try and keep down the Q&A here for a little bit, but that's where, again, you know, the Discord, we'll have the deep dive for that later, and we will definitely have some other plays, I feel, for that slate as well.
For sure. Let me just post this real quick, and I'll get to the next comment. Okay. Dominic Jennings. What up, bro? What up, bro? He says, sup, fellas? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm here, and I said, hit the like, please, guys. It helps us out so much. Good luck on your future bets. Yes, if you guys could, let me look real quick. Like check. We're at 15. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's try to get it up to 30 at least before we get off. If you could, please hit the like for us. We've been working day and night. We're tired. So hit the like for it, just being tired. He's over there sweating, drinking his coffee right now, trying to keep his eyelids open.
Had me a monster earlier.
But yeah, we're loving it still. But hit the like just because it's fun, and we can get the videos out to more people, and hopefully we can win some more money, help people win some more money, and fuck the bookies because they fucking suck. Chris says, let's get this bread. What's up, Chris? He says, first to light some gas. I love it when Chris says first to light some gas, because then I get to light it up. Car Guy Mike says, yo, what's going on? What's up, Car Guy Mac?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Dominic Jennings says, Smackola. That's right, man. It has been Smackola time. It really has. And I can't wait, because WNBA is going to be double Smackola, and it's coming up. Dwayne Williams says, 6 days away. Yes, it's going to be great. Dwayne Williams says, what's up, fellas? Thanks so much for the confidence in the unders. Cash 425 slips today. What?
Oh, Hey, love to hear it, man. That's awesome.
Bro, you get the DJ air horn and the yay together for that. Shit, the double. Wow, that's amazing. Great to hear. Ian says, Dwayne, 4 6-mans? Ian wants to get in on those 6-mans. He's pumped. Dominic Jennings says, definitely will be in there. Hell yeah, come through, bro. We just want to win all together. 3 times says, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. What's your favorite DK bet? And I'll light this up while you go look at that.
Yeah, so obviously USA. I think we just kind of ride them. We've been on them obviously the entire tournament, so we'll just keep playing them. France will put up a fight, I'm sure. The spreads been getting a little bit more dicey as of late, so there's a large part of me that definitely wants to take some kind of a France maybe first half. Let's actually look at that here. Okay, we're getting a little bit of tax here. So this, I think, is definitely an appealing bet. France for this first half plus 9.5. I could see USA just kind of, playing with their food out there. We have continued to not play any defense whatsoever. At least talking about the men's portion here. Our guys are not playing any defense whatsoever. So we're just purely outscoring people, which is going to be kind of interesting because now we have this, unstoppable force and movable object situation where USA has been one of the most high-powered offenses, period. But now we have France, who's been actually one of the more stout defense. I know USA was able to handle Germany pretty well and Serbia, but France is going to be kind of interesting. They don't have a lot of star power necessarily, but they play a lot of really good defense, a lot of ball movement, and they create a lot of turnovers. So some of the playmakers like Booker, he has a pretty high propensity for turnovers. LeBron, same thing. That's gonna be something that I really hope they keep in check, especially after the scare that we had this last game. And now not having Holiday in the starting 5 is going to be kind of interesting because I will give him credit. He was actually playing pretty solid defense, and he was at least not turning the ball over too much. So something we definitely need to practice on, or otherwise this game could be a lot closer than it actually needs to be. But USA here. So for me, I think one kind of interesting thing we could definitely do is just take both of the USA teams here as kind of like one parlay piece at minus 769. So that at least gives us something to start with. And for the guys, there's a large part of me that definitely thinks that, and I know somebody had a comment about this, if Joker cares about this medal. He definitely cares, especially after how bad of a run the Nuggets had in the postseason. These European teams are very pride heavy, for their country, so they're definitely going to go out and play. I think we see really close to what the Serbia USA game was whenever it was on the line. He'll play a pretty hefty amount of minutes, and Joker's going to go out and do his thing. So I want to give it to Serbia, but man, there's such a large part of me that just is questioning life over here and what happened in the Germany game against France in that last round, because one, Franz Wagner just completely fell off the face of the entire existence of humanity. I don't know what happened to that guy after the first quarter. I mean, he got paid. That is the only thing that I can come up with, because he did absolutely nothing for the rest of the game and was intentionally trying not to do something. So very weird, and I don't know how to interpret that. What was your take on that last game?
I don't know. I really don't know. France is, you're talking about the France-Germany game, right?
Yes, and how somehow France ended up winning that game. I don't even want to say they won that game. Germany threw that game.
I just think, I don't know, man. I just think they're sitting in Paris, and France has got the crowd behind them, and France is not shitty. France is actually a good team. I know Franz. I don't know what happened with Franz, though. I don't know what happened with him. I will say I think Schroeder's probably going to come into the next game and go crazy. I wish his lines weren't so high.
Yeah, I saw he was one of the popular plays too, and so some of the books actually opened him up at 20.5 for his points. I see that PrizePicks has him at 19.5, and I mean, it's appealing. Again, we couldn't stress last game about his overs. We need him to score. I mean, you're basically needing 20 points out of him. So, I mean, for me at this point, I'm almost like I'm either taking over the points or I'm just going to leave him alone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those are the type of things I've found in betting is like when we're reaching for things, even if we think that player's going to have a good game, the bookies are telling us that player has to have an extraordinary game for you to go over and win your money. So all those ones, man, every time I see stuff like that, I try not to chase those type of plays. I like players coming off a shitty game where the lines are a little too low, stuff like that, or go under when they're too high, not chase when they're at their peak. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm cheering for him.
So,
I think Schroeder's gonna ball, but I just can't take the over. It's so high.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely right there with you. Oh, and now I'm thinking about back to the question here. So you're asking DK. So obviously you got all the fun stuff that we can bet here. So we're gonna get a little cute with this. One, I think the total for this Germany-Serbia game is very appealing in general. Serbia, again, not playing any defense whatsoever, and they're allowing a lot of points per game. I mean, just kind of flash you guys here the previous scores. I mean, we're basically averaging almost 180 a game, or high 170s a game. And now for you, since you have the alt DK stuff, assuming you have this and your state's not weird and limiting this, but the alternate 159.5, I could totally see 160, no problem. Something like this, maybe run it back here, even something with alternate total here for the USA game. Let's get the men's out of here. So bam, we'll throw that in there. Take that with the women's money line, looking like a solid minus 132. I can live with that.
Yeah, hey, the two games just can't go slow as molasses, and you get a W. Can't beat it, unless you think the United States are going to lose a game. We know we don't. I mean, if that happens, we're sad if we win a bet or lost a bet, so it doesn't matter. It's just we're all sad, and not sad like, oh, we need the United States to win, or we're gonna be like, but it'll just be a shocking, weird thing. We'll all be like, what just happened?
It would. And I will say, at least just kind of put this out there, I have more confidence in the ladies picking up the dub than the men. This last game scared me a little bit, but at least on just the star power factor, the women's team have way more better actual WNBA players as opposed to like the France team just has a few.
Well, I mean, also like what I noticed in that fourth quarter for the men was they said to themselves, they looked at each other and said, are we really going to lose to these motherfuckers? And they picked up the defense intensity and they played to the best of their ability, where I feel like because of that scare, they're probably going to come out that way in this last game. So I don't see them losing. I bet you they're going to beat the shit out of France.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm hoping for, especially after now we're seeing the coaching adjustments and the mentality has to be shaken up after this last game, because I mean, if they're not going to take it serious, obviously all these other teams are. I mean, we have the target on our head here, so we're the team to beat.
Yeah, that's another thing. What about man? Can we go to Wemby under again, just as points? Or are we too scared because U.S. gives up too many points? But again, they might come in with that mentality of, real defense today or tomorrow.
It's still high up there. 17.5 is definitely asking a lot. So, I mean, for Wemby, two things really need to go right for him to get this. One, he either needs to be feeling himself in that three-point area, which he really hasn't at all, especially now that he's down at the 5 spot playing center. And then secondly, he needs to get trips to the free throw line, which, I mean, I think is slightly attainable against, maybe someone Embiid if he's kind of slow after this last game. But Embiid has looked really well over these last couple games, and he was having himself a bit of a block party. And then I think also with AD, he got into the mad doghouse after getting those early fouls and getting cooked on defense. So a bounce back game for him too. A few stars kind of aligning. I think Wemby could totally go out and put up 15 points, no problem. But if this team, if France is playing from behind, then by default, he's gonna just be setting the offense, and they're just gonna try and shoot threes. every single team's game plan down the stretch has just been to shoot threes against USA teams. And that's for men and for women. They've all done the same thing. So for me, I got to expect, as long as we're handling business out here, then that's the way that second half should go.
Yes, sir. Barry Daly says OT is the only reason Emma was over PRA. But the PA hit, if you got that, he said. Hey, Barry. Yeah, bro, no. You came with a good idea. It was because of you saying her 34 under. We started looking at that, and we were all on that play. So we appreciate you regardless. That play should have hit. It was just that lucky thing at the end. It is what it is. Like I said yesterday, all good bets don't win. All bad bets don't lose. It was still a good bet, and it looked like it was about to hit. So no worries, and it's all good. And thank you for the comment. Danny C says, Dwayne, get the sauce. And then he changed it to Dwayne got the sauce. I guess he's happy for Dwayne and those 425 pick 6 men's. We're all happy for you, Dwayne. That's fucking dope. Wolfgang says unders have been popping. Hey, just saying. We've been talking unders for a few years now, so we're happy to be out on YouTube here collecting some new people to have fun with and win some money with. And our mentality's been unders for a minute, guys, and it's been working. It really has. Just got to find the right ones and don't search and go too hard for them, and don't be scared to lose them. That's usually people's issue. Oh, I'm scared they might go over. AOD's here. He says we're all D-Gens united as one. Barry Daly has a play for us. He says Johannes under 12.5 points, he says. What do you think about that?
I would be careful with her. So
on off, and she's ready for on. That's what you're gonna say, huh?
Yeah. So she had her off game today that we predicted her for. We were definitely super high on that. That 14.5 was insane. She likes to play against the USA team. I'll definitely let you know that. And you got to think about, so with her coming off of the bench, who she's gonna be playing against, our bench unit, which is now not Jackie. It'll be the likes of Tarasi, Plum, Copper, all these players who, and Copper's really not even playing that many minutes, so that's kind of sketchy there. But she's going to see the likes of Tarasi and Plum, and that's got me a little bit on the old pause. But just, again, with her, like, she just has that mentality. Like, one game, it's not there. The next game, it's there. And anything's telling us so far that pattern with the tournament, she's definitely due for an on game. So I'd be a little cautious with her. I think one safe thing that you could do with her is take her first half, or take her full game under and then like hedge it back with like a second half over, or vice versa. Take the full game under and then hedge it back with the second half over.
Good advice. Chachai says, what's good, y'all? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? Glad to see you back. I hit the laugh. I didn't mean laugh. I meant this one. My bad. You're hitting the wrong buttons. The weed's too good, guys. Chris says, should I hedge Naruto UD? Oh, nah. He's 3.5 now. I'd leave it alone, bro. You're good. Don't even need to do anything. Chachai says, Marco, I don't know how to say his name. Goodrich. 6 points. What do you think about him?
Yeah, I actually meant to go. What team is that guy on? I saw PrizePicks had lines for him.
Yeah, Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
You just missed it. It was 6 right there.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking up the player who this guy is. He's definitely not playing many minutes. I'll say that for sure. This dude cannot hit a 3-pointer either. He, minutes are all over the place. So 6 is so low. That's so low.
You see, I feel like, is Australia the game before last?
For the men's?
Yeah. I know we can't tell on the dang. That is so ridiculous the way they do that. That is so dumb. They don't even put dates.
Well, Australia doesn't play on the men's.
No, I was just wondering, like, his, just looking at his game log there, I was wondering if his last 2 games were 9 and 11 points. So I was trying to figure out why would they even put his play up there, and I feel like that's how they would get people. They'd be like, "Oh, he got 11 and 9, so people probably go over his 6." That's just how they're thinking.
I meant to actually tell you, at least on this one, thankfully they have it listed as the
I see it now.
quarterfinal, semifinals.
Yes, I see it. Oh my gosh, life has just got so much. Thank you so much for telling me. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. Wow, life just got easier.
Yeah, so I mean, he's just shooting super efficient. That's the only thing with him. Two things kind of working in his favor for taking the under is he's still picking up fouls. This dude's kind of sketchy on the foul trouble here, but the efficiency is kind of the scary part here. So I mean, he's pretty well capped out. I think outside of this one game, that was a total outlier. I mean, he should be pretty well around that like 4.5 field goal range. I would pencil him down for, but man, is this dude efficient? Like he's annoyingly efficient, and getting free throws is kind of concerning because that kind of essentially is just another 3-pointer. So
pass.
Man, that's right there on the line.
I got you right. I was like, I'm gonna hit it right when he stops. I feel, I look at these type of plays and I go, damn, bro, it's like playing a nerfy. Same with stuff on second half, so 3.5 points or something, and we're trying to go under. We can't. Like, so many things can happen. It's hard to play those 6-point games like that. It's just, to me, it's always better to just pass on those type of ones. You don't want to sit there and sweat the entire game. He hits a 3 in the first half, and you're like, oh my god, no, shit like that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This guy says, I don't know how to say this dude's name.
Isaiah, we'll just say that.
Oh, Isaiah, 11 points. What do you think about Isaiah, 11 points?
Yeah, so, I mean, I did have him in the queue earlier. If you are restricted to PrizePicks, I totally get it. He's 10.5 on Underdog and on booking or on the books. So I do like him as a whole. Now I think there's a couple things for him that are definitely going in his favor. See, I mean, I already had him queued up on the plays here. Now, the last 2 games, he has been playing a lot heavier minutes, and obviously his field goal volume has increased over the last 3 games just as a whole. So this game that he only played 25 minutes, I think that might be attributed to the fact that he did pick up 4 fouls. So he could have seen some reduction in his minutes there in general. But I mean, for somebody who's going to probably go out and put up at least, I'm going to pencil him down for 11.5 field goal attempts. I mean, we really just need him to shoot like 40% there, and I mean that should get us 12 points. Now, one thing that I do really like for him though is he's a mixed bag of free throws, threes, and actually shooting from the field. So he's kind of their, he's been their Swiss Army knife per se at just getting the ball into the basket in general. The only thing I think is really just the foul minutes, or the fouls could lead to reduction in minutes, but the coach has really liked him and Yabusele. So this younger unit is putting in work, and so far, I mean, the coach seems to be happy with it, and I gotta at least assume heading into this game, what we saw over the last 2 games is got to be their game plan, or their main game plan.
John Johnson says, could you look at some more unders for the USA game? I think they bring the defense and not play with their food.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think there's definitely a couple of interesting ones. We did talk about Wemby here, which, at least by PrizePicks standard, I'm gonna throw him in the queue here. These would be our mid-tier plays, so we'll just keep these here open. USA is definitely gonna make it difficult on Wemby. After the ridicule and heckling of Embiid after Joker torched him, we've seen him step into his role and playing a little bit more defense. I think now also with the fact that KD is gonna be in the starting 5. That is going to put us, I mean, dude, we are like monster jam front court right now. I mean, it's basically just Steph is the only, small player per se, but we got a massive front court right now, and our bench is just as stacked too.
Yeah, that's insane.
So, all in all, I think, again, if Wemby is going to beat us, it's going to be from the free throw line, and it's going to be from 3. So if he was playing at the 4, I could see maybe a couple more 3s flying up from him, but him down at the 5, I mean, Embiid's going to make him work for it. So there's going to be a heat check on the 3-point line. I'm going to definitely let you guys know right now for that matchup in particular. But Wimby's also been hella gassed, dude. I mean, he is tired in the second half. This dude is basically just dropping the smoke bomb and playing one quarter in the second half as far as like effort. I mean, he's not even shooting the ball really. He's just getting fouled.
I was looking at Isaiah over on Underdog. He's at 11.5. They got the higher payout for it, but yeah, it's not 10 and it was 10.5. You're saying? I think it bumped up.
Yeah, so he had a 9.5, and a 10.5 on there. If he moved,
He got 9.5 at 0.8, but he doesn't have 10.5 anymore. Now it's 11.5.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So something to keep an eye out for, and honestly, same thing for him. You know, I think you could run these guys in different slips. I would even consider his PR as well. This 14.5, very appealing.
Okay. AOD says, does Jokic care about the bronze medal, or does he care more about his ponies?
Yeah, I answered that earlier when we were talking about the money line stuff. I saw his comment.
Right. Kentrell Williams says, overtime killed my flex Friday today. Yeah, bro. Fuck. Yeah. Overtime was tough.
That sucked. That sequence of how to get overtime too was just like, oh, pain in my heart.
This is the thing, you know, that's the one thing about unders is overtime can hurt you. That's the one thing. There's a million things that can make you happy about unders, but that's the one thing that can get you, that damn overtime. But remember, on Underdog, from now on, when you go to WNBA, NFL, NBA, whatever, all those second half plays, they don't count overtime. So just keep that in mind. They told me that today after they said, yeah, we're taking away your money for that Olympic overtime, but all the other ones, that's fine. Okay. Dominic Jennings says, LeBron slight assist bump from 7.5 yesterday to 8 for tomorrow's game, but still maybe a decent play. LeBron at 8.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely we're pushing it here. You know, I'll be honest with asking for 9 assists. I got him down for 8 assists. I don't think he's gonna push a triple double again. That might be kind of stretching it, but I think the biggest kind of offsetting factor to consider is the fact that Holiday is no longer with the starting 5 again, and having another actual capable shooter in the starting 5 is really, really great. So I don't mind it. I got him down for 8 assists. I'll be real with you guys. I got him for 8 assists. Beyond that, we need the minutes. We definitely need him to not sit early. Now, knock on wood, typically for these medal games or the gold medal games, usually USA does play the starters like it's a full game. They'll play them out there. They'll let them run until like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter or something like that. But it's we just need the minutes. I think if LeBron goes out and plays minutes, he's got a solid for his 8 assists.
And also, just to throw another thing out there to knock it in your guys' heads, make sure you get all the sites you can get. Don't just sit on PrizePicks and think that you're going to profit in the long run all just on PrizePicks. I mean, you can, but it makes everything difficult. You want to price shop, and we're talking about LeBron. If you had parlay play right now, LeBron's going to pop up there at 8 assists, and they let you move a line. They call it slide the line on that site. You can move any line you want. So it's not just, oh, pick this taco. It's like, make your own taco every day. It's not exactly as good as a taco, but you can find the play you really, really want. LeBron's assists will be 8. We'll slide it to 7.5. You can play at 7.5 on parlay play. So if you want LeBron assists, parlay play is the spot. Danny C says Stewie over 6.5 rebounds.
Oh, Stewie over.
We haven't been looking at that, but those are just the ones where it's like if they really blow him out, it's tough because she's not going to play in the fourth.
Yeah, and I mean it's right there on the line for her. I mean, yeah, today she played 22 minutes, which I don't know how much more minutes she could possibly play. You know, maybe a little closer to 25, but again, I mean, Asia. So she played more minutes and was out on the court without Asia, which is something to note because Asia was destroying those rebounds, especially the time that she was actually in the court. But I mean, this was a game after Asia's birthday, so she might have been a little hungover, a little empty on the tank there. I don't mind it. I mean, I could see her getting 7 rebounds. The only thing that I'll be straight up with you guys, we try not to really go too far into like the props and stuff if there's no lines up. Like, there's no book lines, there's no odds, there's no nothing for this stuff right now. So I can't tell you exactly if that's a good play. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume it's probably going to be minus 125, 130 for the over. So I could see it. PrizePicks will more than likely open her up at 7 flat. If it's at 7, I could see that. 6.5 I would like better. 7, we're kind of pushing it.
Yeah, for sure. Danny C says Asia under everything.
Be careful. Be careful. I
all
know,
the
again, Asia
minutes,
this
right?
last game. Yeah. She played her least amount of minutes by far. I mean, she was pretty well locked into 25 minutes for most of the games, and she played 20 flat. Again, I think this was the birthday hangover stuff because she way less field goal volume. The blocks and steals were still there, so maybe that was just most of her energy. But she likes to get up in these games, and I'll just be careful. Be careful. That's all I can say.
That's good advice. Asia's always a scary under, unless you know it's a blowout. Herman says, Kentrell Williams, you too, bro. Missed 1 5-man and 1 6-man play. Oh, man. Yeah, those 5 and 6s are tough, guys. Danny says, Herman Drain, post it. He wants to see it. He wants the receipts. Lionel Turner says, Wemby PRA and the under sounds great. The under is, they took a couple off of it, right? Compared to last week or last game. So what is it, 31 now?
He got up to 33.5, but his original line was 31.5 juice on the over.
Oh, was it? It just got juiced up?
Yeah, he moved up. So that's one thing, again, why we love what we do is we were the only people that I saw that were on his under. Everyone else was on his over. Even PrizePicks bumped him up. He was a number 1 play.
People are laughing at the people who took his over.
Yeah, not us. We could have even waited and taken the adjusted lines at 33 and 32.5, and we sent it at 32 flat.
AP says this music's banging. Do I toot my own horn right now or something, or what? Or should I just let it go?
Hey, nah, toot your own horn, man. That's our DJ right here, man. He makes his own stuff. This is all from scratch, baby.
Oh yeah, these are all my beats, guys. But I appreciate it. John Johnson says Isaiah under 14.5 PR. Under, he said.
Yeah, I think it. Ooh, well, I did hit on that. I think he might be a little scary for that over. His rebounding a little bit kind of up and down, but I mean, this last game, the fact that he did get 7 rebounds, and again, the game before that with the increased minutes, he was in foul trouble, so he could have slacked off a little bit on the rebounding here. I actually think there might be more upside potentially from the rebounds itself, to be honest. I don't know. I'd be careful with that one. Let's actually see. Do we have lines for that one? We do, because we looked at the Yabusele, and we didn't look at him. So let's check it out real fast. Good question. Okay, so he actually might move back down. It looks like slight juice on the under for him, and then over for Yabusele. So I might fade it, to be honest. I mean, if dude gets hot from the field and plays 30-something minutes, you're definitely going to be sweating that out. I don't know. The rebounding really for him, though, I think is the most volatile part. Just seeing these two over the last 2 games. And USA plays extremely fast, so do keep that in mind.
Pass.
I only say that when you get to the I'm like, oh, we already know what that means. Danny C says Ezzy under points. And I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
I want her PR again, though. But she did get the rebounds today, so it might be the points.
Yeah. I don't mind that call either. she has just really struggled so far in this series. And for her, the couple things kind of working in our favor is one, again, the foul trouble, but two, she's just kind of getting lost in the sauce with this team in general. And a lot of the times they just are going to a lot of these other players around her anyways. And I mean, even today, we've stressed this since the beginning of the tournament. This team, Australia, they are loaded at the 4 and 5 spot. And I mean, they even went as far as bringing in Lauren Jackson super early today. So this coach is not afraid to bench some players. Maybe this one could mean a little less, my air quotes on the less, but obviously Australia is still trying to pick up a medal. So she could also, be one of the players to kind of lose out on minutes. And I would have to assume this is Lauren Jackson's last Olympic game, especially since she's 43 years old. So maybe she comes back, but I highly doubt it. So there's also a good chance that we could see Ezzy actually lose out on minutes to both her and Kayla George. Again, Kayla George is playing a lot of minutes off the bench and closing a lot of these games too. So the only concern I would have, if there's some ripple effect of if Talbot actually ends up sitting and somehow Ezzy gets extra minutes here, maybe that's a thing, but no, I don't mind it. And Underrated was definitely interested in that before we hopped on here too. So the other side's not going to make it easy. Emma's really stout, and Kiara, dude, she's a thug, man. I love watching her play. Like, she's a straight up linebacker out there.
So she makes big Mama Steph look tiny, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, like and she can palm a basketball too. Like, that girl, she is big and is not one to be messed with too. So
she did not want to hear you say that.
Hey, I love her to death, man. She was one of our favorite players in old Aussie ball. They don't give her enough minutes at all. She should be out there playing 30-something minutes a game.
You like them big, huh? Don't even lie.
Hey, it can be thick with 2 C's,
Wow.
You know how it is?
Wow. Dominic Jennings. Oh, this is a good one. He says, shout out to you and E-Man. I appreciate the real work you guys put in. The best stream on YouTube. Can't wait till the W comes back. It's going to be green on green. The grind don't stop. Hashtag the grind don't stop.
That's right, man. Hey, love to hear that, man. Appreciate you guys riding with us and hanging out always. And, real talk here, we're about to be digging in for busy season. I mean, this was basically one of our last breaks, one of our last real breaks that we get here. The ripple effect of now having the WNBA push back a month. This was going to be typically our, kind of dwindling downtime right before football and right before NBA starts up again. And now, I mean, we just went half of the season into Olympic break, and we're going to go back into the other half, and we're rolling right into NFL, MLB coming towards the postseason, and then we're going to ride right into NBA. And man, this is going to be crazy. The next 4 months are about to get real wild.
Yeah, I feel like because not that many people do Olympic bets, we kind of got a few different people in our streams and stuff, which is awesome because you guys were here through our ups and downs of the Olympic stuff, if you follow what we were doing, and realize, man, we just learned a whole new league. We all did it together. So it was fun. I mean, we went up, we went down, then we went back up. Now we're ready for WNBA, and we're going to smack the fuck out of them because we already know them. So it's going to be fun. So we appreciate you guys.
Exactly.
And hit the like for us, please.
Always.
Please hit the like. We can get more people in here if we hit the like, guys. I've learned that in the last few weeks. It's craziness. Please hit the like for us. Let's get to 30 before we get off for good luck on our bets. Shachai says, your big girl, 11.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she's a bucket. That's one thing I do love about her. She's just her play style is something that I absolutely adore, and I think it's it's something that's kind of a lost art here for a lot of players. But not going to compare her to Asia, but just that that inner dog. Like, I'm gonna get my rebounds. I'm getting to either the basket or the free throw line. And for her, it's really just the minutes. So I will say that is kind of like an obnoxious concern to keep in the back of her head. But she's been very assertive, and I mean, some of the wing players, have just kind of fallen to the wayside. Well, one thing she did have, they definitely went in her favor today is we were on Antonia's under 12.5 points. Shout out I would say super free, but she almost got us in overtime. She got into foul trouble, so Kiara did play a little bit more of an extended role than maybe she normally does, but she's been really solid. I mean, the field goal volume skyrocketing the last couple games, I think, is definitely very interesting, though. So I get it.
Danny C says, cha-cha, not cha-chai. Cha-chai like chai-chai. Shy-shy. Do you know what chai-chais are? I get you, cha-chai. I don't know shit, guys, obviously, so let me know later so I can say it right from now on, because I don't know. I'm just sounding it out. I'm a dumb American. Cha-chai. Gabby Williams, 14.5 points. What do you think?
Or is it Chachi?
Maybe. Hold on.
Are you high?
Nah, not at all. But I said that yesterday too, and I was like, I don't know, Chachi. I think of what's the old ass show? I don't know. I am high. He also says
That's okay.
Frankie N 4.5 points. So let's do these both together because he said all of them at once. 4.5 points for Frankie, Gabby 14.5, and Steph 2.5 assists. So you can kind of roll through those, or pick which one you want to fuck with first, or roll through them fast, however you want to do it.
Yeah, so I mean, Frank Ntilikina, he's not bad. The only thing that really sucks about him is, I mean, he's playing such a reduced minute, and honestly, kind of all over the place. He's very efficient, so I mean, I will give him that. Hey, butthead. He's really efficient, and I'll definitely give him credit for that. But the minutes, I mean, super volatile. This dude's either going to go out and play 9 to 10 minutes, or he might not. I would be very, very careful with trying to target overs for any of the bench players for France. These guys could be very, very minimal minutes. Like, they might play a really, really tight rotation. And I think that is something to definitely be concerned about. So, same thing, could be said for Steph Curry, though. I think his assist playmaking is more interesting now, again, with the fact that Holiday's not starting. So that I don't mind too much. You got to assume also that
that's a good point.
With him having such an explosive last game too, that there's got to be, some obvious regression for him. But now with that extra mouth to feed in the starting lineup, that makes it just a little bit more appealing. So I get it that they're even money on it right now. So there's no real decision either way. I would love to play his PA maybe a little bit more if I had to pick, but Booker also now potentially being the secondary playmaker could muddy up that water just a little bit, because Booker is definitely playmaking a little bit more than per usual, but I don't know, man. That's right there on the line for Steph. We're really asking for LeBron to share the ball and actually put the ball in his hands again so he can make plays.
LeBron, share the ball. Hold on. Where's that button again?
Right. That's definitely something to think about. So, while I can see he could get there, the fact that Booker is now going to be even more shored up as a playmaker is a little bit kind of you don't know. You really just don't know. Because he's not really shooting the ball a lot either. Hair in my face. Booker's not really shooting the ball a whole heck of a lot. And that is concerning because, again, if he's passing it to Booker may or may not actually shoot the ball. I don't know. That's kind of a 50-50 play. It was those two, and what was the last one?
You said Frank. Gabby. Gabby points, 14.5.
Gabby, okay. He's got a couple other questions too. So Gabby, yeah, I mean, so Gabby has been pretty solid for about 15 points. I would play her at the 14.5. There's a good shot that she's going to bump up to 15 since we don't have any lines out yet. and she did end up squeaking out over this last game. So I would play it at the 14.5. I would not play it, I think, at 15.5.
Makes sense. Dwayne says, thanks, y'all. All 4 slips were same game parlays from the USA game. All available picks basically went under, LOL. And I was playing with the combinations. Luck plus this channel equals winners.
Hey.
I'm still in shock, he says. Hey, yeah, I want to tell the story about 2 years ago when we had everyone in the Discord, back when we had a shitload of people and did all those unders that one day because we all knew it was coming and we all got it ready. And hey, shouts out to Prop Science from Population Discord because he ran the show when it came to all those unders. Whoa, I must say, he listened to me finally. But we did have some shit happen, bro. So these unders we've been smashing these unders for a minute. So, like I said before, I'm glad you guys are here so we can take the bookies' money. Devin Booker's 2.5 assists. What do you think?
Oh yeah. I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I would be more inclined to lean under everyone else's assists for USA besides LeBron. I think this is obviously going to be LeBron's last Olympics too. Like, there's no way he's playing for 4 more years. That would be insane.
He might though. Crazy LeBron.
I don't know, man. I just think that LeBron is just going to have the ball the entire time, just setting the offense. And I mean, we've seen him do it already, especially when he gets in that mood. Which, I mean, I think this team, is just going to gel together. So you're kind of hoping they're really spreading the ball out. But I mean, we saw it this last game where essentially it was just X player gets rebound and then they pass it to LeBron, and then he just brings it up the court and they run and set the offense through that. So I mean, if he's playing a ton of minutes, I got to imagine the ball's going to be in his hands, almost the whole time. Hey, baby. And I don't know. It just, I can see 2 assists for everyone else, but over 2, that we're reaching that territory,
Pass.
And when we're having a question, we just want to pass. When it's a question either way, one way or the other, we just got to pass, guys. We just got to pass. Unless you just want to have fun and cheer for something and you don't care about winning money. But we care about winning money.
And then lastly here real fast, again, France's defense, we have to keep that in mind too. The pace, the total and all that stuff is going to back down. We will see some slight dips and stuff. It's not like, we're just not going to come out and be completely unhinged against France. I mean, they are going to play some defense. So there is a lot of room for some of those extra could be that we've seen in the last couple games of these cake matchups. Some of that could actually come back down to earth too.
Danny C says Joker cares more about the ring. He ties up on his shoe.
Yeah.
Dominic says, yeah, I don't know who Wemby thinks he's scoring 18 points on, especially if Embiid takes a matchup like he did against Joker in the second half. Maybe play AD a little more.
Yeah, and man, PrizePicks were stinkers. They had AD's rebound, so he was at 7.5 this last game, and they had him listed at 5.5 rebounds, which I think is very, very interesting. I know he was in the doghouse this last game, but AD has been playing really, really well so far through most of the tournament, and I think we see him and Embiid continue to come to play. Super pause.
Whoa.
The fact that also, again, KD's actually out there with the starting 5. That totally changes up our interior presence. So, just all those things moving in that direction, I think, is really positive correlation for us.
Pause.
Hey-o.
Like that, how I did a couple more. Like I had to try to figure that out. Ian says, tell him about it, Dwayne. Ian underrated. Don't believe, but I do. Hey, Ian, guess what, bro? Let me tell you this, bro. Ian, you listening? I hope you're here listening. This is what I want to tell you, bro. I just say don't play those 6 picks because I've done it before and I've seen people do it before. And I'm trying to help you. It's not I believe, you believe. No, it's a fact. So just don't do it. The only reason his 6 picks hit is because he did all those unders. Now, if we see all those unders in blowout times, we can do all unders and do 6 picks. I'm with you on that. Ian. You just got to be around for the second halves. Then we can do 6 picks. Okay? Got it. Love ya. Andre says, somebody talk me off Braun to 8 assists and Victor's points under 17. I'm hammering the under. Lock it in. Victor 17 and a half even somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about all that at length, so hopefully you're able to hop in on that. I mean, assuming he's talking about PrizePicks over here, since it's 8 assists for LeBron. The Wemby under, I totally like that. I could see him moving down to 17 flat, so early value there. And I mean, if you got to play LeBron on PrizePicks, like I get it. I got him down for 8 assists, so I mean, do keep that in mind. He could definitely get more, but we're getting there.
I got it. Remember we were saying you wanted to do the Jade with another half unit play? I think it's the Wemby one. So do Jade and right?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, because you got to know that USA is coming out and they're going to hone in on him. I mean, he's their biggest potential player to keep into it, and I think that a lot of these other, guys like Yabu and Isaiah, they've had some pretty friendly matchups that have been pretty, favorable in them, and this time could be a little bit more of a reality check. So I don't mind it.
Cool. I just put that 2 pick in. I will post it in the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Okay. Herman says, I'd rather try him with the 15-point MVP. Gonna look better.
Oh, what do we lose? What's gone?
Oh no! Did Wemby just go?
Yep. Bye.
Bro, I just put it in. Like it just. Oh, and they just took it out my queue. Wow. But I played it. But who cares about me? I want other people to play it. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we let you guys know.
Fuck. About it. I hope you guys got it in. Well, you know what's going to be cool? I bet you Parlay Play brings it at 17 and a half, and I'm going to play that, and I'm going to move LeBron to 7.5 assists, and people are going to be jealous when they see that one. Jared Slack, Mr. Who That, Pelican Fly, Joel over 5 rebounds. Joel under 5 rebounds. Embiid over 5 rebounds. What you think?
Yeah, I don't mind that one. He's definitely stepped it up as of late, and I mean, for him, it's really just a minute. So I gotta assume he's gonna have a half decent game and come out and do his thing again. So yeah, I don't mind that. Don't mind that. You can even also, I mean, if you really want to push it down further, you could go to 3.5 here at 0.65x. But the 4.5 at 0.9 on Underdog, I definitely don't mind that either.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
And Wemby's still 17.5 over here too.
Oh yes. Damn, I wanted that with Jade though. Oh well. I actually got it. I'll just post it later and flex on the Discord. They'll be mad. Dom Jennings says, yeah, both unders for Wemby points and Braun assists look good, although Braun's under 8 assists might be a sweat. Braun's 8 assists is so much of a sweat, I just don't think you should do it. Just saying.
It's definitely up there,
But he does need 9 to beat you. He does need 9 to beat you. So, I mean, I don't hate it. I wouldn't play it and feel confident, but I don't hate it. Herman says, need to collab on music. Look up Shank DZ. Herman Drain, Shank DZ. Cool, bro. AOD, and you can check out my YouTube channel too, because I'm right there too. Just you can hit me up. I won't even remember that. AOD, just cash forever. Just cash, baby. Wait till you hear the new Just Cash intro I've been working on, guys. Oh boy. Danny C says, you said it. I don't know what that means. Evan Fournier's 10 points.
Yeah, you were kind of interested in the under points for him, right?
I'm interested in a little bit in the under 10.5 on Underdog, I will say. But it's just a lean, and it's just something that I could see happening. I probably wouldn't put money on it. I might put a little on it just because it's a hunch. That's what I always like to do. Just put a tiny bit of money on stuff that I just have a lean on, and then just see what happens. It makes me remember that I actually bet something. You know when you go back and be like, I should have done that.
Yeah.
I just bet it, like just tiny. I just bet super small. My first lean, I just bet it right away. Fuck it. And then I'll go back and learn from if it was right or wrong later. What about Batum's 7.5 points?
I mean, honestly, for both of them. So if I had to pick, and I hate to even say it, I mean, you almost have to go with Batum here just for. All right, so for two different reasons. I mean, one, the fact that Batum is, I mean, he's averaging 8.2, so it's not that much higher. But with Evan, he's only averaging 10.2. So two things about these guys. One, Batum playing some of the most minutes on the team by far. I mean, it's basically like him and Wemby, and then sprinkling. Their tight core, their core offense is going to be Batum, Wemby, Yabu, and then Isaiah. And was it Matthias or whoever else? I believe it's Matthias, but Nick's playing a lot of minutes. He is definitely going to have to shoot the ball a little bit more. I would like to see than these whatever happened here, the 6 and 7 field goal attempts, but closer to that 7, 8, 9. I would like to see that, and I mean he did it this last game, so we do need him to find that 3-point shooting. I don't mind it, mostly for the minutes. Now, Evan is kind of he's the true wild card here. So this last game, not shooting efficiently, he got benched. This first game here, played 13 minutes. He was shooting poor, got benched. He played pretty well in these other games. Obviously he caught fire for that one game. He just killed us in that fourth quarter. But for him, I mean, a large majority is going to be coming from 3, so he does need to find that 3-point shooting. And assuming they're trailing USA, which, I mean, they're obviously going to be, I mean, they are going to lean on him a little bit more. So with him, it really sucks because it's a hot hand situation. And if he's not playing well, he's not playing. And if he plays well, then he's playing. So another player I will say, definitely keep an eye out for if he is semi-active. I'm going to say semi-active is like if this dude has 4 or 5 points in the first half, keep an eye out for his second half points because he will definitely play some minutes. And this dude has been the fourth quarter MJ like no other. I have no idea where this dude comes from.
AOD says, would you rather have a Booker T autograph or a Devin Booker autograph?
Oh man, that's tough. I think for the short term, probably the Booker. Probably Booker T because he's way older. But yeah, I mean, I'd take Devin Booker's autograph. I'd take it just to sell it to Wet. I'll tell you that.
Damn, Wet. Dom says, thinking about going under Schroeder's 7.5 assists is kind of scary. LOL, fell back to earth versus France, but could rebound against Serbia. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's not bad. So the biggest thing with him, though, that correlation between him and Franz Wagner. So they were definitely cooking in the first little bit of that last game. So let's actually bring that up because, I mean, Franz was snapping in that first quarter, and then just nothing else happened after that. So let's see how many old Schroeder got here in the first quarter whenever Franz was popping. I'm just out of curiosity because there's going to be a lot of correlation between those two in that pick and roll action that they do have. It is pretty high, and the matchup is good though. I got to tell you, the matchup is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see.
Coming up on an hour and a half there, E. Just so you know.
Hush your face. I know. I'm getting hungry. I don't mind it. It's a little scary though because, I mean, he's just such a dominant playmaker for the team. It's right there on the line though. I would if you could get him at 8, that'd be fantastic. But 7.5, I get that. I get it.
Word up.
Last 2 games been right there.
Hey guys, if you could hit the like for us, that'd be amazing. We're at 27. We only need 3 more for good luck on our bets. That's going to be easy if we just hit the like. And E said he could only go an hour today, and we're already at an hour and a half, and he hasn't eaten. So hit the like for E because his stomach is hurting. Right?
Yeah,
Lana Smith.
Stuff to do later.
Lana Smith, 11.5 points. You talk about her yet?
Nah. You can probably go under her too. Honestly, one of Ezzy and or Alana is definitely going to go over, so I don't mind that. Ezzy, slight bit Well, this is a normal-ish line, slight on the lower side. Alana is actually still at 11.5, which is kind of weird. Wasn't she at 10.5 earlier today?
Who, Lana?
I know she was at 10. Yeah, she was at 10.5 on the books, so it's kind of interesting.
I didn't know that. She was 11.5 the whole time. I know she was 12.5, and we had that lean. We didn't actually leave it in the queue, but that was a good play. She's played 17 minutes. I still don't know why. Do you? Something just fell behind you.
No, it's a butthead behind me. He's having to wear the cone for a little bit right now, so he's like, "Dad, hurry up." I hear you.
That's awesome. AOD says LeBron James. Bangler 14 says Sammy Whitcomb 12.5 points over. You know Sammy's going to get a lot of minutes. I know they took her out today because they were getting whooped. Plus she got injured, so they probably didn't bring her back. I don't know how injured she is.
Yeah, she ran into a brick wall grinder. Smart.
Fucking grinder.
She got that laid out McCowan treatment. I know Rebecca Allen somewhere on the sidelines was like about to have a stroke from that flashback.
Man. So no Sammy Whitcomb over?
I mean, again, guys, we really haven't had a chance to do a deep dive because they dumped the board on us like an hour before we went live. So I don't mind it. I mean, her field goal volume is definitely high, but that's another game. If they are trailing by like 15 or more, you could see the starters sit down again. So just keep that in mind. If I had to pick, I would take Jade though.
Linskin's points or red? What does that mean?
I'm not sure what he means by the red, but we did talk about her Linskin's points. I mean, I think it's pretty solid. The 11.5 is the sweet spot for her. Anything over that, I think, is kind of pushing it. There's a really good chance she's going to move to 12, so do keep that in mind.
Watcher 7979 has a good one. He says Sprinkle, LBJ triple double. He's going for that MVP, which is very true. Versus KD at plus 900. Just sprinkle. Just sprinkle. If you got books.
I really like that call actually. I mean he's by far been the most consistent player for Team USA. So, one more game under the belt, one more last Olympic hoorah. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Victor is still on. Captain America. Love it, Watcher. They bumped Daniel. What? Daniel Tice got bumped? Oh, Danny T?
Oh yeah. Did the rebounds move?
Probably.
Oh, did that get pulled too? Damn, did I get 2 plays I didn't even see?
Oh, no, it's 7.
Let's get the old refresh. Make sure.
AOD said, gotta sprinkle and twinkle and tinkle and tinkle. Tickle!
Oh, Wimby's back.
He said tinkle and tickle. Oh, good. There we go. So we can play it with Jade real quick. Or you guys can play it with Jade. I already did. Okay. Steph Curry rebounds 3.5. We're getting to the end, D. We're getting to the end. Don't worry.
No, you guys are good. I see that. Yeah, I mean Curry. No, I would definitely not take his rebounds. Not with KD starting. He's been pretty solid on the rebounding, but I could totally see him just kind of chilling out and I mean, it's just super random. I mean, there's no consistency there.
Evan Fournier, soft as fuck, like Gobert. That's what AOD said. He said under his points for show. Then he said underrated fresh beats. Thanks, dude. Dom says definitely playing Linskin's 11.5 points. She's given every opposing big issues as he get ready to be in foul trouble. Okay, like that. AOD, crying out loud, laughing face. Hush your face. More crying out loud than he's crying. And we're done. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Well, I think we got most of the plays we felt pretty solid about. We're definitely going to go over a lot more of these and really fine tune and make sure we're 100%. But felt pretty good about the ones that we did post and the ones that we did talk about here. And yeah, keep an eye out for this Wemby. So the fact that PrizePicks already pulled it one time means that they were hitting the pause button on the money coming in. Let's look at the old popular. Yep. So he was already down here in the mid tier, like the high 1Ks, low 2Ks. So He's moving on up. Moving on up.
Mm-mm-mm.
Curry's at 15 points. Holy shit, that's high.
Under.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm gonna straight up tell you guys I'm gonna go under this.
Especially with Durant starting. I feel like it's even better.
Yeah, and anytime, I mean, you guys, we've done this in the entire tournament. Anytime a player's coming off of a big game, go under. And the fact that, again, KD is starting, I mean, this is just screaming. Why is this bumping up so high?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. We will keep an eye out on that.
Watcher says Wemby 16 and a half.
Sir.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
He was just saying Wemby 16 and a half. He just said Wemby 16 and a half on Bet365. So basically, if you want to get that 17 and a half, we probably got to get it in now. Looks like it's going to go down.
I think so. It's even money right now on DK, so PrizePicks hasn't messed with it yet, but keep an eye out for here. All right, man. How you feeling over there?
I'm good. Do you want to do a little quick video afterwards, or do you want to knock it out right now?
Yeah, shoot, let's go ahead and knock it out real quick.
We got to remove some things. Let's just get off here and talk about it and do another one. Is that cool? Probably be easier.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Flash you guys these last couple plays here, that way you can see it before we hop off. All right, y'all. Lastly, if y'all could do us a huge favor before we head on out of here for our sad face, but our last Olympic stream here. Big, huge shout outs. Hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you guys don't miss out. We will have a couple of days here off the first part of this week coming up. I believe WNBA resumes on Thursday. So for show, we're definitely having a stream on Thursday, like 100%. We will probably also do a little early stream on Wednesday, since I'm going to go out on a limb and say PrizePicks will probably put up props on Tuesday, so we should have stuff to work with. And I don't know, maybe we'll get frisky and do a little late night Tuesday stream. I don't know. So make sure you guys are subbed so you don't miss out. And then lastly, links down below for our free trial to the Discord. Make sure you guys don't miss out. Get in here. Hopefully make yourself a nice little new home. All right, man, you got anything else?
No, sir. Except AOD. It's funny comment. Says, watch Tatum drop 40. I like that comment. It's funny.
Yeah, 40 seconds of playtime.
Oh, no. I don't have my little thing. Damn it.
That's okay. All right, y'all. It's been a wild ride. Love you guys. Good luck, and we'll see y'all. We'll see you later.